So we are about to start Unit 0, Week 1, Course Week 2. So we'll just call Course Week 2. I want to run through just a reminder of how your page will look. Because I'm working on a student page and I haven't done the assignments, I can't open things, so I'm going to have to switch to my page. But I just wanted to remind you that you can keep these tabs open and closed so that it's easy for you to see what you need to do. So I'm going to make a quick video. I hope it's not very long. I hope it'll guide you through all the assignments for this week. That's what I'm doing now. You're going to participate in a discussion. What is psychology, which has some parts. I'll go over it. You're going to do your first concept map on the different kinds of perspectives in psychology. You can work in groups or alone on the timeline of psychology. I want to make sure that you don't do too in-depth of a timeline. I don't want it to take too much time. What I really want you to see is kind of how all the perspectives of psychology fit together in order, because if you know the order of them, they kind of make more sense. You're going to practice with a case study this week. And this psychology is everywhere bingo I took out for you because it's hard for you to interact. So it's gone. It just was on that page. So you can always, just as a quick at the beginning, kind of when we're really in the beginning of every unit, I have kind of an overview document here for you to read. This is really what comes directly from the College Board. And this unit that we're starting with is incredibly important because it is in all other of the 5 units. So you want to make sure that you understand that we're going to practice this all year round, right? So we're going to spend 20 days on it now, but we're going to look at it all year. So we're not going to really do any progress checks with the College Board at the end of this Unit 0. From your textbook, these are all the zeros in your textbook. Right, and I'll link in the course page where you need those. If we kind of want to look at, I'm big on big picture, right? We're really trying to focus on the science of psychology. All right, we're mostly right now this week going to be focusing on this approaches to psychology, and then we're going to spend a week on research methods and some time on statistics and ethics. All right, so these are where what we're working on. And you could see, if you click on, there's one more click here, it has even more in depth from the College Board, right? These are the objectives of what you're trying to do, the textbook modules we went over. This is all that we're going to do through the whole unit if you're interested. And like I said, we're going to work on this all year round. So we got that. And now we can go back to Week 0. And this is where I'm going to have to switch the page because I haven't turned in assignments from the week before on this student sample. So I'm going to go over to my teacher page and you're going to see it looks a lot different than yours, but we can still open everything. So the first thing you're going to work on is this, what is psychology? After you do this video. All right, first I want you to you're going to add a discussion topic. Right, so that's what you're going to do first. So you say add a discussion topic, and you're going to say, I think psychology is the study of. What do you think people study in psychology? Don't Google it. Don't, just tell me what you think, right? I'm not interested in seeing what any chat GPT says. I just want to know what you think, right? This part is not really right or wrong. What do you think psychologists do? And what do you hope to learn in this class? So after you're going to post that as a reply, and then you're going to come back. And there's 2 sections of this online textbook that you can go to and skim. You don't have to take notes. It's to add some information. And there's 2 videos here. This video you have to link to, and then this video will play right within here. All right, so you're going to use these 3 resources, and then you're going to follow up to your own thing. Right, after you do those, you're going to follow up. What did you learn by watching this? How did it change your definition of psychology? And then the last thing you need to do to finish this assignment is you're going to comment on at least one of your classmates' postings. So you get 3 points for your original, 4 for your follow-up, and 3 for posting on it. And I'm a super easy grader on these things. I just want to see, it's like we're talking in class, right? We don't get to speak to each other. We have to type. I'm not worried if you make some mistakes as long as your main idea is through. And I would much rather see mistakes than see that somebody else is writing your work. All right, so that is what is psychology discussion. So let's go back. So that is And oh, and you'll see on, let me go back to the student page. I tried to show you which days to do these on. You don't have to, but obviously the discussion has some parts, so if you wait till the end of the week, then it's very hard to have somebody comment on it. So in my idea, the discussion is Monday, the concept map is Tuesday, the timeline is Wednesday and Thursday, and the case study is on Friday. So this divides your work up over the week in manageable sections. If you find yourself working for more than, say, an hour, hour and a half on one of these things, right, the timeline is 2 days, so that would be 2 to 3 hours. But if you're working on it more than that, then you should let me know, because that's not my intention. All right, so we did the, what is psychology? The perspectives concept map. All right, so here is, you're going to make, these are your objectives. You can read these. All right, there is an attached concept map here to help you. You could print this. You don't have to. You could use this. Sorry, it's opening. You could just use this as a way to help you on a piece of paper. Right, you can type on it, although there is so much research to show that typing does not bring you the same kind of retention of information. So my recommendation is to handwrite it. You don't have to print this page out. You could, but a lot of people have tablets now, so you could write on the tablet, right? Lots of choices. So you're trying to get information about each of these things and the people, right? So what is the definition of psychology? Why do we say it's a science? What is the biological approach? Who are the most important psychologists, right, underneath of that? And I have resources here for you to do that. There's the online book. There's this isn't so much in the other textbook. There's an overview of the approaches. These PowerPoints, they're somebody else's PowerPoints, but they have the basic ideas on there. And if another teacher has already made a video, I don't remake videos because that seems like a waste of time. So all of these things will help you do that concept map. All right, next for the week, you have a timeline. All right, so the overview is here. All right, I give you a sample, right? And it has some resources for you. And you want 2 Greeks, 4 early pioneers, the 8 perspectives in order. So where does the psychoanalytic fit on there, right? And then I want you to tell me when you think psychology really moved to be a science. And you can have some other some visual effect to show which are more scientific than others, and the grading. All right, it doesn't have to be so much text. This one has a lot. Again, I would like for you to write it and not to be copying and pasting, right? If you write out the text, put it in your own words. I'm not looking for professionalism. I'm looking for high school students to show me what they learned. All right, so that is the timeline assignment. I'm trying to be quick because I don't want this to take too much of your time. And the last thing for the week is the case study. And on this one, there's the document here. You're going to read about Kathy O. All right, you need to write 3 one-paragraphs. You can pick for 3 of the approaches. So there's 5 things. You don't have to do all 5. Pick 3 and write a paragraph, right, explaining her behavior according to that perspective. And then underneath you're going to see there is a professional answer, and you're just going to write how your paragraph was like the professional or dislike. All right, and so you just submit that, and I can see it, and you're done for the week. So that's a great week. If you have questions after watching this video, please write me. Remember, on your, let's go back to your page. On your page, you can always go to participants, right? You can find me, and you can send me a message, and it'll pop right up here for you to write a message to me, right, if you have questions. All right, I hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing all of your work.